Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, of course, here playing as Tunis. So last episode we managed to secure all the land we need for Sons of Carthage from Aragon, and now we are essentially trying to plot how to deal with Castile, who's going to be slightly harder, seeing as they're allied to France. We do have enough favors we can call the Ottomans into the war, probably, but I'd like to be able to at least personally be able to fight Castile as well. In fact, we might have a better shot here of attacking Aragon if Aragon, since Aragon's against Castile, we'll see what comes of that. We've also got a colony still going here on the other side of the African coast, so we want to keep that going for a little while longer. Hopefully we can start hop, skipping, jumping our way over to Indonesia, where Castile has already made it. And this might be the episode where we try and transfer our trade node up here into Palmero, because that is a natural harbor, center of trade thing, but it will also give us access to the Genoese trade node up there, which would be much more valuable than our current pathetic one, although we're getting 5 from what we have now. But if we can develop this into a higher center of trade, I think we can probably move, and that way we can start turning all this area into trade company land. I was also told that it just has to be in a trade company region here. So if I can get the trade value we have this higher, we could theoretically automatically convert everything in this trade node towards Sunni. But I really don't see that happening offhand, considering how low our trade share is already. We have to get over 50. Ay, ay, ay. Well, it's a long-term project. We have 4 centers of trade there, and we've got a chance at picking up another 1 or 2 down there if we try. How are we doing state-wise? We're good on. We're full on states, and we're slightly over on territories. So I think for the moment, our expansion is semi-frozen. If we go expansion stands, okay. If we can get down this admin tree, we can get an additional 5 states, which we really could use, but we can't afford to fall behind in tax. But we'll see where the game brings us. In the meantime, let's get my troops out of this area and back to my homelands for the moment. This might later be our homelands. Put them down here, get them drilling and all that to rebuild. We can actually somewhat afford more troops, so I think to some degree we will start doing that. We have a rebellion here that's going to revolt pretty soon, so I don't think I can really double stack these, can I? Oh, maybe I can. Oh, okay. Little bit. We are still converting. We have to get up to 75 prestige in order to get Empire rank. If we can get Empire rank, that will give us some more provinces and everything. I'm going to say that Aragon just got beaten up, which I think is a fair guess. That would be Yusuf Dali, so we'll put Salah Teher in charge of that army. Aragon has not actually lost the war. They've just been so soundly defeated so far that they're not going to be a threat to us. I'd still like to pick up some of Aragonese Italy over here because it's good land, and obviously getting Napoli would be a good move in the long run anyhow. But we're going to have to see how I pull that off. First off, we have to rebuild our army and figure out when we can go raid. Actually, we can go raiding now, so I should go do that. 1 moment. And then our ruler died. Great. At least we get something towards legalism, which helps. Do we have an heir? No. But we're not also unstable, which is rather nice as well. Let's grab as much money as we can here, and then we will depart for... well, not depart. We will start trying to figure out how much we can boost trade in some of those nodes. There we go, tax modifier. They are protecting against pirates, right? No. Huh. I thought they would be. Also, apparently Portugal didn't lose anything apparent to Spain, or rather Castile. Aragon, on the other hand, lost quite a bit. We can actually raid further up this coast now, I believe. Yes, I think we can go up to here. There's, what is it, 3 provinces from your nearest province, and our nearest one is in Gibraltar now. Yeah, it's not great, but we also should be able to raid our way up here towards Venice, which would be nice. So, first things first, we're still coring that area, so I can't upgrade it. Let's upgrade some of this trade stuff down here. No, it has to be in a state. Ugh. And we're out of states. Oh, even better. So, that plan is not going anywhere. I suppose I could upgrade some of this interior stuff, but why would I right now? It's not to my advantage to do so. On the other hand, I think we've also stopped pretty much most of the revolts here. We still got a little bit of a way to go, and obviously we're going to have to wait some time till we can expand in Europe because of the coalition issue. But we now have a fleet. It's not capable of beating Aragons, but it's still pretty strong. If we get some more money, I think I'll use it up on upgrading this fleet, if possible. Oh, and we should be able to get... We're going to be a little bit shy, I think, of actually getting to Venice here. Yeah. Too far away from the homelands to raid. Oh, if we can get to Venice, we'll make a lot of money, because Venice is a very rich trade node. As it is, we've done pretty well. This is pretty much just free money at this point, because we don't actually need it to sustain our state, which is rather cool. We'll do that. I really need to see if I can get a war against the Mamelukes going. Ottomans are busy for another 6 years, and then I can probably drag them into a fight. We're still slowly converting our way there. Okay. And we're still drafting ships for war, so we should have a larger navy by the time that's done, and we just spent all of our money rebuilding that. Situation works for us. Oh, shoot. Just realized I just lost prestige from that, and our goal is to get to 70 prestige. Oh well. We're still the second ranked great power in the world, only slightly smaller than the Ottomans and obviously the Ming. Ideally, I'd like to get my way over to China and destabilize the Ming, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Once this fleet rebuilds, I'm going to send it, I think, to privateer in this node. I don't think Morocco has anything to do with that trade node anymore. So that would be safe to do. I will probably lose England though, that's the issue. Maybe I go privateer Savoy? I don't know. Castile. I could call on both the Ottomans and Great Britain into that war, and they don't have France. Actually, I'm going to do that. But I can't. Oh. This coalition stuff, some days it just really throws up roadblocks in your way. Let's see. If we go to war, it's going to take, what, 5 years probably to win the war. It's going down at a rate of 2.4 a year, be 10, 12. How many provinces do we need for Sons of Carthage? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 from Spain. Ugh. We're not going to be able to do too much, are we? I think we gotta wait as much as I would like to do that war. But if I wait, the Ottomans are going to go do stuff. Oh, bother. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Let's attack them. We'll attack them for Oran. Call on both the Ottomans and Great Britain. And then we'll just have to see how long it takes us to actually win this. Yes, we also need to stop repressing our rebels. With the British fleet on our side, plus mine, plus the Ottomans, we should be able to beat Castile's fleet. And Savoy obviously is a bit of a joke in themselves. Interestingly, they're not exiled. That's frustrating. They should be exiled. Oh well. Great Britain was privateering in that trade node. Lovely. Okay, we're up to 20 stuff. I guess we keep doing this and hopefully we get enough prestige. We're not going to have too much of a luck in that matter. This Age of Reformation is going to stop soon. Global trade could be discovered pretty much at any time, I think, right? Yeah, it just hasn't fired yet. Weird. Of course, now it'll fire because I've mentioned it. That's the way it always goes, right? You mention something, it happens immediately. Okay, Ottomans have already reached Savoy, which is amazing. That's about as good as we can get. I don't think we actually want anything from Savoy, although I'd love to take some of their trade provinces, but be a little too risky. So for now, we will pretty much just move to deal with these guys. Obviously, we're going to lose that fort. Hopefully, we can survive the initial onslaught of Castile's troops. And Portugal will get there when it can. Oh, England is in a religious war. Interesting. Didn't see that. That's a bit of an issue. They still be able to send their fleets, so it's not the worst outcome. It's just not good. Next month we should be able to get standardization of caliber. No, 2 months. Yeah, next month. After this month, we should be able to get it. Fair enough. I need to actually be more careful because they are moving in here really fast. They've already overran 2 forts in some provinces. Got 37, they've got 41, plus it's Castile. Standardization caliber would help. Get me better cannons, not that I have too many cannons. Hopefully that doesn't come back to hurt me in the end. Yeah, I need to take this tolerance to the true face so I can get to that prestige one, but I also need to take the tech. As I said, decisions. On the other hand, Savoy is already being somewhat overrun. Savoy's doing pretty well. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but for some reason this patch seems to be like Savoy's patch because they are doing really well in it. It's kind of creepy because usually they got killed, but this patch, they're dominating. It's weird. It's really weird. I really want to attack them, but I can't. At least not yet. Have them take more and more attrition. Of course, the Ottomans are incurring mass attrition themselves, but... Okay, where did that fire? That fired in London, of course it did. Hello, English. If I can keep them as an ally, they might be able to sell global trade to me. Which would be really good. What are we looking at for a fleet? I think I probably am safe moving my fleet to here. We'll see. That's 5 heavy ships on their side, and it is 15 on mine. Yeah. If I lose that, I will be rather confused and annoyed. Okay, we could almost piece out Savoy. We don't want to piece them out too early, but we also don't want to piece them out late. Nice unrest and everything. Mamelukes have rivaled me. That's good in some sense. Keep the outrage being cleared if possible. Okay, right now they can't occupy that province, which is good. Really want to attack, but that level 3 general there is really terrifying. Apparently that's not going to stop the Ottomans, though. YOLO for days, apparently, if you're the Ottomans. Look at that. No fear whatsoever. No fear. Pretty brave, actually. It's a dryland, so we won't have any defensive bonus. Ugh. I don't know what the Ottomans are doing down there. That's just recklessly stupid. But, yeah. And now they've decided they want to attack me, of course. I'm just gonna send more troops in after... Good troops after bad, right? Yeah, pretty much. We're actually kind of holding out. And now I've just sent them into a death trap, haven't I? Oh, that's lucky. Sometimes that happens if you lose a battle on the day they arrive, they kind of get stuck. So technically my troops arrived and I lost at the same time, so I didn't actually lose anything. That's pretty lucky. Still doesn't solve the problem of how to kick them out of my lands, but puts me in slightly better shape. And again, the AIs are not attacking the Ottomans. Well, we lost 13,000 troops in that battle, by the way. That hurts. Might be able to piece out Savoy here, though, which would, yep, turn the tides a little bit. Obviously, the Ottoman troops now have to walk back to their land and back again, but that should give me the ability to attack. Oops. Kind of wanted to put this infantry in my smaller army, not my large one. Okay, and then tech up. Good. Trade efficiency and all that. In order to move to Syracuse, 420 development points. 340. Okay, so I could do it to Messina. Probably a good thing I wouldn't move it to Palmero because we're going to want to give that to the merchants for that lovely bonus. Okay, what's going on up here? Ottoman army is going to get killed. That's not good, but kind of expected. The Ottomans' army has returned, so they're actually moving in. I don't really think Great Britain's going to ever come help me. Yeah, they're not going to help me militarily. They're too busy engaged in their war up there. But now we start our counterattack without Savoy. Castile is significantly weaker than we are. So this is our opportunity. I'm going to march right by it and go for my thing. Leave the Ottomans to occupy this area. Actually, Tlemcen still got an army, which is impressive. I thought they'd lost it, but nope, they've recovered it. Or they never lost it in the first place, which is more likely, actually, now that I think about it. They probably realized they couldn't win and retreated. Okay, we can get some monarch points here, which is good. Call the diet. I'm just going to go for the basic military support stuff here. So, Inquisitor. Do that. Monopoly charters. Minister. There we go. 150. We'll do that instead. There we go. We got some nice monarch points out of that. Won't it be sad when that goes away next expansion? When they nerf estates, essentially, make them so that they don't give you free monarch points. That's going to be annoying. But I suppose it will stop them from being essentially free monarch point farms, which is a bit of an issue. I think England might actually lose to Reform Zealots unless they do something. If they combine their armies, they could win, but they're not doing that. Okay. We still have this mission here when we really need that for a war. Speaking of which, we can do Seize the Isles. Gives us some galley combat ability, but Genoa devastation must be at least 25. Interesting. Okay. So we've got claims now on these 3 provinces. I think the Ottomans have claims on them too, right? No, the Ottomans have lost their claims on this. Interesting. So we could try and take some of this land. I don't know if we really want to, though. No, it's something to consider later on. There's no overwhelming rush. Despite converting constantly, we're still losing prestige because of what I just did, which is annoying. Actually, wait. Leave 1 troop behind. Move you out. Come on, there we go. Made it just in time. Even with that, we're gonna lose. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, Ottomans. There we go. Ottomans for the win. And not only that, but we got in place to stomp their other army. I thought I put a general in charge of that. Oh, I raised the general. I didn't actually put it in charge of the army, of course. Okay, let's stick you in there. It's not exactly what I intended to do there, but it will work for now. Once we can make this crossing, things will go better. The Ottomans, the rest of the Ottoman armies seem to be stuck up here past France. Is that what's going on? We don't have military access through France. Okay. Nor can we apparently ask for it. That's frustrating. Not to mention we're also losing money, like it's going out of style. There we go. Repay that loan for the moment. I should have been paying a little bit more attention to that, but alas, I wasn't. Any chance we can get England to peace out before this goes? Yes. Let's wait. And let's just occupy their land down. No, we'll just wait. I'd like to see if England will leave the war before, because they might give back Gibraltar. We'll see. I don't think they will, but if we can get them to give back Gibraltar, that means I can keep them as an ally and just simply take Gibraltar from Castile. Seems unlikely, actually. Also, the Ottomans are unhappy with this war. Okay, maybe another month here and Great Britain will leave. 2. Why did it shift to 2? $3.16. Okay, we just smashed. Yep. Oh, because we occupied land. That's why. There we are. Great Britain is negative, so they should leave soon, unless something changes. Come on, Great Britain, ditch them and run, please. For once, I want you to my ally to peace out on me. Come on, Great Britain. Nope, they're back to medium. The Ottomans are doing too good of a job. Arrgh. Okay. Come on, Great Britain. Leave the war. Give back Gibraltar to Spain. Or Castile, rather. Just give it up. I don't want to rescue you. Rescuing your land is not something I'm in the mood to do. Hey, we sunk the Castilian flagship, though. Awesome. So long as the Ottomans don't leave. Knowing the Ottomans, they might very well leave any time now. I don't know where their army is. There we go. They left, but they got nothing. That's too bad. Okay, well, I guess we'll end it here, and we'll continue this war next time, where we actually manage to take land from Castile, because it's time, and also England's just left, so it's going to get a little bit harder now. They are going to lose to these Reform Zealots if they're not careful. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. That will be it for this episode. Let me just move this Navy ship in line to block that. And hopefully we get all the land we need from Castile this war. It's been going on for a little while, which is good news. And we're also going to get some tech ideas here probably. So that's it. See you all next time. Bye for now.